and that's like they specifically say an eye, such as a finger or eye, can be regenerated. Amazing. Amazing. And the last power is shaped flesh, which is the funny one where you can flop around like a fish or become Holtz. Anyways.
Sator just becomes Holtz.
I mean, he already became Holtz the first time he experimented with polymorphine, so you know.
True. It's very true.
Yeah.
He's not on mine.
Yeah. Fair. Although Chrono has also been busy like last week for a while. Like till 30 or 20 or something, so we'll see. Anyways. Our GM has caught the Rona. Hello.
Yeah, that guy's name is my name too.
Exactly. You can see how I designed this. Of I was just like,
now notice the word ruin. I didn't even see it until just now.
yeah. Yes.
I've been up since like 6 a.m. and same kind of.
I've been up since 7:30 something a.m. my time, so it's way different.
Yeah, I was about to say your time.
I was at the fucking pool thingy today. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly. Also, if he shows up, he's going to show up in the Underhive, not fucking under decks again, just like Jim Tanners.
I was about to say, like, did we just like go to an Underhive all of a sudden?
No. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, technically, we're all in space.
Honestly. All right, everyone. All right, everyone. Today we are going to be talking about the Sisters of Battles orders because I need to choose which order of the Sisters of Battles on my fucking planet of the character I'm playing in Necromunda, which will be going on later today. Full up 1d4, Chan.
Could also be wrong. You heard it here first, folks. 1b4 Shan is basically wrong. It's memes.
Also,
it's memes.
Yeah. Question: how do you do that thing in Roll20 to show everyone one thing from the images? I have renamed delete copy to library, copy to folder. Maybe. Yeah. You can show to players like characters that you have inputted in. I was trying. Yeah. If you. Yes. Say hello, Jim Tanners. You are seen by the public now. Anyways, he do be a businessman.
So, like, okay, I mean, like, so how do y'all feel about Wrath and Glory so far?
It's fun. You should try asking Six if you can get like any sort of shield because I forgot what they're called.
Oh, energy shields?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. So I like it because it just everything goes like so much faster. Like I know part of that is like a lot of it is like Six's DMing style, but like even like going through the system, like it's so much just smoother than
Even then, compared to the 6 rolls we had to do with navigating before, compare that to the homebrew we have where you just roll pilot with willpower.
I mean, like, yeah, like just traveling in the warp took like 6 rolls, and then like interaction tests would be like 3 or 4 rolls for just like because like
and we also had to make a fucking complication test where we normally in theory would have had to do it for every single ship. Meanwhile, we only had it. Yeah.
Like I definitely like the one thing I kind of I'm also I also kind of like with Trisky on this one where like part of me just enjoys like the number crunching of like the Rogue Trader system. But with all the role play that especially this group does, I think like keeping the numbers out of it is actually like a really huge thing.
Yep.
It's like because then we have like funny moments where Holtz has to finish his business before he gets kidnapped and things like that.
And Sator accidentally creates chaos because he has no semblance of intrigue.
Or Sator just explodes. Like Sator is very interested in intrigue. He's just terrible at it. He's like, yes, I'd like to go to the bathroom, and then 5 seconds later, the Space Marine's like, Sator's gone. The bathroom's exploded. Just causes like a whole conundrum.
Honestly, it's literally no witnesses, no crime.
He wants to be James Bond, but ends up being Inspector Clouseau.
Sator's idea of intrigue is literally no witnesses, no crime. One.
It is set to push to talk for tabletop shit. And I haven't been using push to talk. I've been on voice activity, so I have to change that in OBS. Now people can hear me.
Epic.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So have we been talking to a void this entire time?
You two have been talking to nothing this entire time. Luckily, it's only been like, I don't know, 10 minutes of being live and actually audible on the stream instead of
course you've been
an hour and a half.
Of course.
To be fair, how many viewers do we have right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, of course you have been talking to a void all this time. We don't even exist. Do humans even exist? It's like
don't you go into
thing.
Existentialism on me. I will break your spine, whether or not it exists. Okay?
I
am going into the Zinch mindset. I apologize.
Okay, but does it matter if we exist or not? The fact that we perceive that we exist is just proves that we do exist.
You see, I even cheated at cards to win today. He's actually gone amazing. I let's start talking about sex and dick jokes now.
Yeah, just let's throw on all the
I'm wearing a fucking wireless headset. Shut up.
Hey, maybe we should talk about what happened last session.
Which campaign?
This one.
We shot some shit. We shot the shit. There was a businessman.
Yeah, you shot literal shit. Literally bleeding shit. That's going to be the next faction you'll meet. A fucking Nurgle cult with literal shit walking around as their fucking leader.
Oh, are you talking about that one autistic dude who painted his actual Nurgle armory with his own feces?
I don't want to know. I was thinking of the Conqueror's Bad Fur Day boss.
No, that's actually a thing. We're going podcast mode now because it doesn't seem like Chrono's waking the fuck up.
Honestly, I can still do shit with only 2 players, but this is also funny.
Yeah, this is really funny. I'm in that kind of mood right now. So, this one motherfucker, this was this guy who went to this one game shop. He was unironically, straight up autistic. Nothing wrong with that other than what he did. He had this really nice-looking, well-painted Nurgle army, and everyone thought it was really cool. And then one day, somebody got in a conversation with him and was asking him about why he, didn't use any Citadel paints and whatnot, why he was so insistent on whatever, because apparently he made his own paints or some shit. And he seemed to get really offended about it, and the guy had to explain, no, I'm just a legitimately curious kind of thing. Basically he's just going on and on with all this weird, inane sounding shit about how it hasn't been blessed and whatnot, and eventually they get him to the conversation goes down the line of him eventually admitting, yes, he does use his own feces in his paint. The shop owner realizes the implications of this, that these models have been being used on all of these tables where people eat and play and kids are. And so the place has to shut down for 3 days. They have to physically replace every single one of the tables in the store, and that guy is banned forever.
What a chat. By that I mean based.
On his own shit.
Based, no go follower. I also
Based
know that
on
there was
what?
like
Based on his own shit. That's good.
based
I
on
like
these
it.
nuts in your mouth. I also know that there was like a guy who doesn't shower before matches and doesn't wash his hands after going to the bathroom and playing his
You're
Nurgle
talking about every
army.
single person who plays Smash Bros. Ever?
I feel like
Honestly.
I apply to a lot of niche communities. Like,
Yes,
I mean,
that
just look
applies
at
to
any
every
Ultramarines
single
player.
anime convention, all Smash Brothers players, all this players, all that players, tournament, video games, yada yada. We are disgusting people, he says, as he has currently not showered today. But then again, I'm staying at home. I'm not going to a public venue, so
Yeah, I was
fuck
about
you,
to say,
internet.
like, I feel like you have a little bit of room to maneuver if we're staying
I
inside
have been-
in our own homes.
I have been in my room, in my kitchen, and I don't even remember if I went to take a morning piss and needed to. That's about the extent of where I've been today. I have not
Perfect.
exposed to anyone else other than maybe my dad and my brother who do the same shit anyway.
Epic.
Yeah.
Not-
It'd
not
be one
with-
thing if we were like meeting up. I would humbly request that you all take showers.
Oh yeah,
It's-
when I go to
like-
public events, I shower every single time. Every time I've gone to an anime convention or a gaming convention, I shower every morning before I go
Yeah.
onto the show floor because I'm not a jackass.
Yeah.
like seriously, just wash your crack a little bit. That's all you gotta do.
Also, yes, let's meet up. Let me casually fly to America real quick.
Yeah. We just need to import Marius.
Import.
Import.
See, I know you mean like customs, but I'm thinking my computer science brain is just like, yes, download Marius, import Marius.
Import instance of Marius.
Yes.
Hey, a tech priest could probably get that done.
I have a fucking bachelor's in computer science myself that I don't use. I work at a fucking tool shop.
Epic.
Hey, my history degree is definitely being put to good use right now.
Oh yeah.
What are both of your opinions on degrees?
If you are very staunchly aware and 100% on your concepts of what you want to do with your life and it needs a higher degree to actually accomplish that, then go for it. Like if you know 100% that you really do have a staunch interest in going into the medical field, not necessarily because of the money, but because you have a very legitimate desire to help people out of these life-changing situations and shit like that. Yeah, you need a degree for that. Go ahead and go through college. Yes.
Yeah.
That student debt shit is something to consider. Try and go to a cheaper college. Try and mitigate that. But at the same time, that's fine. If you're like me and you weren't 100% sure of the fucking thing you wanted to do, and you casually went into a computer science degree because of something video games, and then you realized junior or senior year that you really didn't like programming, you wasted your time. I am very lucky that my degree was at a college that my dad taught at, so I was tuition remission. That was extremely lucky on my end. I only had to pay fees. But I also had 1 semester of, or 1 year, 1 semester of college at a campus that I was room and boarding at that I also had to pay off. So I got out with less than $10,000 somehow, which in America is insane.
Yeah. So the other side of that is good luck finding a job that'll actually pay you enough to live anywhere without a college degree. That's the other side of the coin.
Well, here's the other.
You're damned if you don't.
Here's the other side of it. I agree wholly with the take that you know Dirty Jobs host, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He had a very staunch point that I agree with. While I am not personally the kind of person that would ever go into one of these trades because number one, I'm a pansy. Number two, it involves getting hot all the time and I'm already melting in the current heat. And number three, it's just not my passion. Uh, there was a time when they needed an advertising campaign for colleges because they needed those jobs. That is not the case anymore. We are really staunchly in need of, at least in America. I'm not going to talk on Mary's behalf because I don't know his country's situation, but at least in America, we really need long haul truck drivers, which also is related to how shitty they get treated, but that's a different argument. We really need skilled trade in the USA. We need so many other things that don't necessarily need a college degree. They need other specialized training that wouldn't be college. And college doesn't need the advertisement campaign it does now, but obviously colleges want to keep making money, so they keep pushing it.
Yeah.
So at this
Also,
point, there are a lot of jobs that you don't need a college degree for that can pay very well. It's just that they don't get the attention they deserve.
The thing about like those jobs paying well is that they only pay well if you manage to get like the experience and like get good at it. Like when you're first starting out in like any of those jobs, unless you're like working for like your dad or something, you're not gonna get paid. You're gonna get treated like shit. Like,
I mean, to be fair, that's enough. I feel like this goes in circles all the times with these arguments too, because half of these things are just, you don't get paid enough doing that, and the job is shit. Why? Because the way people treat that job is shit and undeserved, and it just goes around in circles like that. Like, the kind of things that we need and the jobs that need to get treated well don't get treated well, even though they should be. And vice versa.
Teachers,
yes!
Sorry, what?
Teachers, long-haul truck drivers, short-haul truck drivers. I don't care. We have a very bad issue with logistics and truck drivers and transport in the USA right now, to my knowledge. And the stories I've been hearing from people about stuff related to that, I mean, even if we just ignore Amazon specifically as a problem, which is its own bag of worms.
I was going to mention, doesn't Amazon want fucking truckers to piss in like a fucking piss tube or some shit and monitor them 24/7?
They don't treat truck drivers well. The retention for truck drivers in numerous jobs is vastly declining because they get treated like shit and they don't get treated like people. Like, there's all sorts of dumb stuff.
I would also say that Amazon doesn't treat all of its employees like people.
Well, yeah, but I'm just talking about the greater job. Like I was pushing Amazon aside in what I was saying. Amazon is its own can of worms. Just long haul truck drivers in general working for these companies don't get treated like they matter and that their health and safety should matter, to the point that they're basically told to piss in cups and keep driving when they feel like they're going to fall asleep at the wheel. Kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'd also like to point out the highest paid government employee in most states is a college football coach.
Amazing.
I mean, sports aside, fuck sports. That's fucked.
Honestly, it's fuck sports.
It's like it just shows, the priorities of a capitalist economy.
Yeah,
but
entertainment to distract us from the fact that we're not treating our other jobs well.
Entertainment to distract from the fact that you need to work 2 jobs and be a freelancer to get enough money.
But if you make it in the college football scene, oh boy.
Just don't break your ankles and you'll be fine.
Ah, dude, you're a coach. You can break whatever the hell you want.
Oh, you can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you can break whatever the hell you want, but you don't have to because all your players are getting concussions for you.
Exactly. They're risking their bodies and lives.
I was in college football, God. I was like pretty sure that like in Romania, if you complete college, you don't have to pay for it, but if you like leave, you do have to pay for that. or something along those lines. So I'd rather not start it unless I'm 100% sure that I actually give a shit about what I'm doing, even though I'll have to
If
fucking
you
live
start,
with
it's a
strangers and
commitment.
shit. Yeah. Even though if I decide on it later on, it will be like, oh, I'll have to fucking, if I rent a house with other people, I'll have to wait till later to decide. I meant I'll have to live with strangers and I won't know people around there, but that's fucking whatever.
I mean, I'm fine with like moving to new places. It's just that like when I first went to college, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wanted computer science. I dropped out because I turned out I hate programming. I hate sitting in a computer and looking at lines of code. Turns out that's just
Yo, bro,
awful to me.
same.
But and later I went back and studied history because I like reading stories, and that's basically what history is, just telling stories. Like if you could get me a job where I just like sit on a desk and just tell people like the weird shit that humanity has done over the past 5,000 years, I'd sign me the hell up.
Become a famous podcaster.
Hey, I mean, I did start a podcast once upon a time.
Yeah, and that fell apart.
Yeah.
It went down the shitter.
I know that Sponge also wanted to try the Throne podcast, but there were only like 2 episodes of it. I'm disappointed that you didn't go at the episode where you held me at gunpoint to force me to roleplay as Sator TPH.
That sounds like an awfully specific fetish, okay?
That's literally their idea.
Marius?
That was your idea.
What, just
or Sponges, I don't remember.
I don't remember this idea, but like I feel like I have to talk to Sponge about this. Holding you at gunpoint to roleplay as Sator the entire time.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Honestly, you probably don't remember it because we were talking about it at like fucking 5 a.m. or some shit.
Probably. That's definitely a reason why I would not remember this.
While most possibly drunk.
That also adds to it.
Whenever you and fucking Sponge, you went into the fucking VC, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you two were drunk. I wasn't, but I fucking basically acted like I was.
I don't think, like, whenever we went to like 5 a.m. in those calls, that was just us being completely sober. We were just like, we were just so far gone on like all the stupid shit we were talking about that like anything was funny.
Honestly, makes sense.
That's always the best point in life.
Oh yeah, there was like fucking posting stupid rat outfits and shit.
I just remember posting like memes of J Schlatt and just giggling at it. It'd just be like one face of J Schlatt, and that would just be the funniest shit.
That's always great when you get to that point where you just like post one innocuous picture of a thing and it becomes the entire joke.
But yeah, literally that.
Literally just J Schlatt flying in a Pope hat.
Holtz when he runs out of money.
Like that's ever going to happen.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh god. Same.
Yep. Same.
Good.
Oh.
I'm glad at least someone understands.
I should probably try to see if I enjoy coding a bit more by trying to fucking make a simple ass game or something at some point, because I do take like coding classes that I pay for and stuff for like C++ or whatever.
When I did my coding degree, we started with Python for a little bit, and then we swapped to Java, and I had one class in C#.
I'm going to fucking take the big test that you have to once I finish stuff.
A+ certification?
For Romania, it's called BUC. Also, it's like whatever the fuck computer stuff is supposed to be called in class thing is supposed to be called in English, I'm going to be going with that other than the two other mandatory things because, yeah.
CompTIA certification, right?
Not sure.
CompTIA
But
A
anyways.
plus. All right, yeah, A plus is the thing that we, at least, like that's the signifying thing that you are hireable as an IT in the USA normally. Like my brother, I don't know if my brother ever got his A plus certification properly. He works in IT now, but he was working at a fucking computer shop for the longest time, so he at least had a built-up resume. Like he was basically working minimum wage as an IT like computer repair guy for the longest time until his workplace became really toxic and he got a better job. Now he does IT for. I still don't know how the fuck to describe it. It's basically like IT assistance for in-home living assistance, but it's not like elderly. It's mentally ill kind of stuff. So people with issues and whatnot, to the point that having open outlets that the tenants can access is off limits.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff, for at least for some of them. I don't know if that's across the board, but you get the idea. He basically goes in and helps them take care of their in-home electronics and shit, set up their house, whatever, because they want to have the luxuries of life, and they should, but they also aren't allowed to mess with that stuff themselves because of reasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
But he is being treated much better now, and he's being paid much better, so that's good for him. I am happy for my brother.
I should get back into editing because I'll probably do
edit more of my fucking videos.
Yes, that too, and also fucking editing for money is pretty cool because the most annoying thing of editing is like fucking going through the video and cutting down all the pieces of it, but like it's whatever compared to probably what other real jobs would have you do.
Yeah.
So if I can manage to get money out of this, it would be pretty epic.
Yeah, I really want to get to the point where I can pay editors consistently to help me out with shit, but that's the problem. It's like the initial hurdle.
Yeah. Man, I just want to shitpost.
Honestly, same.
Being able to professionally shitpost would also be great.
Imagine being a prophet. Oh god, this is the evolution of the capitalist world.
There are literally professional shit posters, basically.
Professional shit posters.
Already
what do you think VTubers are?
Yeah, basically. There are certain. Honestly. I mean, look at what fucking Moist Critical does.
Yeah.
Like, look at his content and what he actually does.
Sending his brother being in a fucking slapping tournament.
Yeah. No, he's literally professional shit. Well, okay.
Yeah.
That was a doppelganger, so it's not actually his physical brother.
Yeah. On it, he's still basically his brother.
Anyway, like, I don't think he actually takes a cent from YouTube ad revenue.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that he used to donate before, but now he mostly helps out people with their animals because a lot of charities are,
Oh, yeah, no, I mean,
he's very comfortably well off at this point, to the point that he doesn't feel the need to like milk it anymore, and he just casually shitposts.
He got like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card collection or whatever. He really
doesn't he has a fucking dildo collection.
Yeah, but
do you not remember that when he and Belle Delphine were fighting over dildos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Like, Belle Delphine apparently crushed him.
Like,
wasn't even close.
Yeah, he just admitted defeat when Belle Delphine made her one video about it. And after watching Belle Delphine's video, yes, I did. This is degenerate. I totally agree with his response.
Listen, I don't think any one person should have that many dildos. It's just my controversial take.
What if she secretly worships Lanesh, though?
I don't think Slanesh has that many dildos. Like, gotta be honest.
Dildo fiend out dildo Slanesh.
Honestly. Also, memes of the newest thing I posted. This is probably the shit fucking Zinch followers would do once they become demon princes or whatever.
Yeah.
Me returning to my 15-pound chunk of uranium-235 after 700 million years to see that it has now been reduced to 7.5 lbs.
Oh no.
Half-lives are a bitch.
Mhm.
I remember that from chemistry.
Oh,
Yes.
I also remember that
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yep, that too. That was biology.
I don't
And
know
also
that.
like physical science.
I don't know that because of a fucking league YouTuber.
That was just like every American high school taught us that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Because we definitely needed to know that and stuff how to do taxes.
But the mitochondria.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, you can easily be replaced. You can be easily replaced.
Mitochondria's dick. Got him.
How do we involve Korn's rage into this to murder you?
You're not supposed to be in here.
God, you're not supposed to be in here. Game crashes.
Yeah.
I still have nightmares
still
about the
pretty fucking
time Thorstein Cruel C told me to get out of his house and then my entire game crashed. Okay, this is my... Here's the fucking funniest thing that has happened to me in Skyrim. I was fucking playing Sneak Archer like every person ever playing Skyrim, trying to shoot a bad mammoth at low level because why not? Shoot, get a critical fucking hit camera. What the fuck? It's in an unloaded area. Then my arrows goes into a fucking bunny somehow. And I'm like fucking shocked. And then when the fucking camera finally goes back to me, I'm being charged by a mammoth and then die instantly.
Yes.
I've never had anything like that happen in Skyrim. Everyone talks about all these really weird memes, and I'm just like, man, how do y'all play so wrongly?
For me, in that moment was the fucking a complete roller coaster of emotions.
I am an emotional typhoon.
True.
Also, somehow I've managed to lapse my attention so much that I now have pulled up Pokemon H the movie. It's fucking salty DK, man. I'm just going around in circles at this point.
Nice. I think that we should consider fucking actually playing the funny TTRPG once it gets to a fucking 11 a.m.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back, but I'll be fine to do it once I get back.
Understandable.
Sound is good.
unmute because I don't have a button for this.
Yeah.
Cool.
We were talking about funny plans.
I heard everything you said because I have a wireless headset, like
I
I said.
assume that's much.
I always know what you're talking about,
Good.
except when I don't.
Amazing.
You're just talking about how Holtz's entire philosophy on life is not just doing as little as possible, except that he can't do any of that because the galaxy is just a shithole.
Yeah. And then I was debating if Sator is going to start chugging the Chaos Kool-Aid or if he's going to
we're
use
live again, by the
warp.
way. They can hear us, so if you don't
Yes,
want to
we
spoil
know.
things. Okay, just making sure, because I know that was
I mean,
concerned at
yeah.
the start.
I'm pretty sure Holtz's philosophy on life is pretty well established at this
Obvious,
point.
yeah.
Yeah. And my fucking favoritism for Chaos, or in general, for warpy shit.
Chaos is funny.
It do be. Which is why I also made a fucking character who completely hates it.
Oh wow, I accidentally dropped my medicine tray into my old copy. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna go
I
grab
don't
a
have
drink.
anything good for you, right?
What?
Yeah, after he gets back, we can do some role play.
Yeah. I also need to go. Yeah, also go BRB to the bathroom and
Alright.
water.
Oh, BRB again, it seems. Hmm.
Retrocussion, oh my god. Let's quit. Let's leave right now before it's too late.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, Daddy.
Welcome back to not Blackstone. Yeah. Got him.
Hey,
Ah.
Sam.
Same.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, it seems that Chrono has been assaulted by his mother. So we
I don't
must
know if
continue
that's phrasing.
No, we aren't talking
Ambushed.
about. God damn.
Ambushed into doing tasks.
The video about turning a sphere outside in is actually the backstory of Holt and his sister.
Bro, I don't even have a backstory of Holtz's and his sister panned out. I mean, I do, but like not to very real extent. But
Yeah.
Not in depth. All right. Well,
Anyway,
Mr. GM, do you want to start this thing?
shall take a nap. I'm kidding.
Okay, thank you everyone for stopping by and ending the stream.
I actually want to fucking go to Unlucky Rolls and see if I can grab I even forgot his fucking name from when Zach played him.
Rat Trap?
No, the character from the funny movie, you know. From Big Freaking Rat.
Oh, Ratskin.
Not Raskin. The guy he played as in the side campaign of original.
the Rat Hunter, yeah.
I think it started with an L.
Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny.
Lenny. Yeah.
I also want to grab his pick, but that's only slightly important. If YouTube would actually load. But yeah, I don't know if his pick is even showed in this, but it's whatever. There's Fred. Anyways. So, a while after the events of last session, Jim Tanners is becoming slightly more involved with happening. Is slightly more in the know with everything that the rat catchers are currently doing, because with him being part of the Underdeck, the information he can provide is extremely useful. And now Lenny is calling both of you to his office to discuss further orders. What are you two currently doing at the moment?
Jim is undergoing a business deal in the Underdecks and is conducting business.
John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt is probably doing typical soldier things, looking at his las gun and making sure it still works. It's a las gun. It definitely still works. That thing will work even if you throw it on a fire. In fact, I'm pretty sure one of the ways to get it to work again is to throw it on a fire.
Yep.
The thing is literally built to withstand everything, but he's still checking it regardless. He also seems much calmer than the last time anyone saw John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt.
All right.
Pardon me. I must intervene with our business, as I have been called to do other business elsewhere of more urgent nature. Thank you for talking to me, he says to the crab mutant creature right next to him, and turns around and walks away.
And it falls on its legs.
Very good point. I will be back later.
Anyways, I assume that John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt arrives a bit earlier than Jim Tanners.
He's probably in the room already.
Honestly.
Jim walks in with a briefcase filled to the brim with dumb ration bars.
And by the time Jim allies, Lenny goes, you're finally here. Good, so we can discuss things.
Yes, let's get down to business.
I'm sorry, who is this guy?
Hello,
your
I am
brother
Jim.
has found him in his last mission.
So you meant that. You met him, huh? Yeah, my name is John Jacob Jingleheimer-Schmidt. His name is my name too.
Oh, hello, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I am Jim Tanners. I am a businessman.
Yeah, you just said that.
Yes, because I am a businessman.
Anyways,
Okay.
would you like to first hear the developments that Malena has managed to discover infiltrating some of the cults of the Underdeck, or the information we got on Gizmek's little Xeno cult first?
Yes.
I am perfectly fine with however you wish to progress our business.
Well, Malenia has managed to infiltrate this weird cult of killers, apparently. I believe that they go around helping the people of the Underdeck, apparently. They aren't creepy or anything in any sort of manner, so of course we send it her in to check things. Apparently they call themselves the Emperor's Light or something like that. She reported that by quote, they are still working on it.
Interesting.
Other than that, while the
Jim.
cult has been Jim, while the cult has been having less actions recently, their attacks have seemed to become more focused and powerful in strength, unfortunately. They seem to be attacking key points, let's say, to disturb the activity within the Underdeck as much as possible. I'm not yet sure what their goals are, because their attacks are just a bit too organized for just a normal death cult.
Sounds like they are disrupting business. I do not appreciate that.
So, are we gonna go in and shoot him, or like?
Preferably. Oh, and one more thing which I've discovered. I found this place, seemingly an old abandoned cargo hold. I've already sent multiple of my agents in there, and none of them have been yet to return. If you feel like you are up for the job, you could go in here if you wish to. And Jim Tanners, you do remember that last session Ratskin gave you this location saying that you could probably get a bunch of cash here, and this is the exact same location.
Oh, I am totally fine with gaining more currency to conduct businesses. Sorry, I was focusing on business in my head. As he just like daydreamily looks away.
Well, off with both of you then, and I wish you luck with whatever task you decide to do.
So, not gonna lie, I shoot the last gun. That's my job in life. So I'll let you. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'll let you decide what we're doing. Jim.
Yes, we should just go in and conduct business.
Yep. I might die today.
Jim pulls out his one weapon and
we'll
just
see
sort of,
that later.
Reloads it.
The Emperor protects.
The Emperor conducts good business.
Yep. Emperor protects.
Lenny, right? When you say Emperor protects with business, Lenny just gives you the look, and he's like slightly worried, but he's not gonna push it.
I gotta listen. I'm gonna just raise my spirits, and he pulls out, some hidden alcohol. Goes bottoms up. It's like, all right, I'm ready for this. Let's go.
Do you want to roll a toughness to see how well that goes? You don't have to.
It's funny. Why not?
uh, you rolled well, but that's a complication.
I'll let you decide what's happening.
You think that you are completely fine, but you have completely lost. You know how drunk people say whatever the fuck they please? You
Yeah.
are still completely in control of yourself and can still see shit and shoot shit fine, but you're going to say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Hmm.
This is a terrible idea, but I'm already here, so. And I always follow terrible ideas.
Oh. Also, I didn't see that first ballistic skill test you did.
Oh, that was unrelated.
Alright. Alright. So I suppose that you're going to be going through the underhypes now, and any one of these which you would like to go towards first potentially.
It sounded like that one place where the business was being conducted seems like the hot spot. I don't want to put words in Mr. Jim Tanner's mouth.
I am just thinking about business.
The hotspot where you can get a lot of cash, or the cult first. You
Let
want
us
to
get the
do-
cash to purchase more armaments in order to conduct better
Okay.
business with the cult.
Yeah, you can do that.
So as you are going through the underdecks, you Jim, you through the corner of the light of your fucking eyes, you see a blue light which is slightly familiar on you, but you don't exactly remember what it was now. It's nothing to signify danger though.
Intriguing. I am going to make a mental note about this. Maybe it
It's
will
like-
assist in later business.
It is like around the corner where the lights come from.
Walks up to the corner, looks around the corner just casually.
And around the corner you see hello, Jim Tanners. I'm Markiplier, but as always, you can just call me Mark. How is
Oh
your...
no, it is my
Okay.
business rival.
But of course, I have a deal for you which you will not be able to refuse.
Oh no, unrefusable deals, my one weakness.
This fine frag grenade right here for however many crowns you would take to value this. 3 value.
Oh no.
What do you say?
Giving up all of my wealth for one frag grenade. Now you see, Markiplier, you have made a mistake. That grenade has depreciating value, for once it has been used, it is no longer a grenade.
What the fuck is this going on about?
Roll some fellowship test. Like presence or such.
Presence is fucking Genesis, you're thinking ahead too much.
I don't.
Persuasion?
Cunning.
Cutting?
Yep. Well, how about a crack grenade instead for the same price?
I will tell you what, Markiplier. I will buy both grenades for that price.
Roll with a difficulty of 4. Also, let me check your thingies real quick because I need to remind myself what fellowship stuff there is in this system again.
Cunning, deception, insight, leadership, persuasion.
Leadership is Well, I mean, I guess leadership is technically willpower, but
I don't care. You can.
I am not good at persuasion.
Damn. I was thinking about making you roll influence instead.
Oh, all right.
influence would also work. Yeah.
It's weird. Your fellowship is 3 and your influence is +1.
2.
Or
Your influence is your fellowship -1, unless you have like a bonus to it.
All right, so I'm just
but
going
he
to
has a
roll one
bonus
extra
of
dice.
+1, so roll fellow. Roll another d6, and that's going to
did.
be your rest. Another one, I meant.
Yeah, roll one more.
Mark turns to you and says, "No."
Damn, a deal has not been struck.
Hmm.
Just by the one. You
Oh,
dingus.
Sell them both to you for 5. Well,
I do not possess 5 wealth, this arbitrary business number. So I will just purchase the 1 crack grenade for the 3 wealth.
very well then.
Trade
you-
successful. Thank you for conducting business, Markiplier.
But of course.
Just walks on by.
That was definitely a thing.
Markiplier is a bit of a freak.
Also, I'll add you the stats of a crack grenade for you because, yeah.
Like-
Even though the roll 21 has weird things. Did it duplicate, or did you make a new one?
I was making one as you were doing that, so I'll just delete one.
All right. Anyways, while you're also going towards your current destination, you do get jumped by another 2 cultists, which is pretty much the normal state of things here. But this time they don't, banter within each other before charging you. They just sort of come around the corner, seemingly already prepared, and start charging you.
Oh, we're
no.
fighting. Okay. I mean, is it all right if I go first?
Be my guest, Mr. Shooty Man.
Well, I'm gonna shoot him with my ballistic skill, my las gun.
Yes. Shoot the weapon skill.
How close are they?
Rapidly approaching.
Short distance, I'll say.
Okay, so that's within 12, so I get an extra 1. And how many are there?
2.
2. All right, I'm gonna shoot 1. So I'm gonna shoot 1 once. No, I won't aim. I don't need to aim. I think 3 still hits, right?
Yeah, they have really low defense.
So let me roll
Yeah.
1 ED for my las gun.
You can just roll damage on the thing.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah. I rolled a 4, but like
What's the base damage of a las gun?
7. So, but I rolled a 4, not a 3. So it's 8
Yeah.
damage with my
Just
las gun.
more stock images of Fred and alternate Freds and Jims. Anyways, you shoot him in his arm, and he just, as he's charging you, he just looks over confused and then flops the floor, doing a comic sliding sound.
I shot one. You got the other one, right?
I will see if I have the other one. Let me attempt to shoot him too. I'll
Yeah.
just casually
Shoot
get
him.
6 successes.
You got, for 3 6s in a row, you shoot him in the head and his head just fucking blows up in a pile of gore. But thankfully this time you don't get your suit dirty.
It is a good thing that he was just far enough away that none of his viscous material got on my business suit.
Yeah, but your shoes are gonna have to walk through that.
No, they won't. I'm going to pull out like some random cloth and toss it over the blood and then walk over the cloth.
Nice.
Yeah, if that works for you,
Oh,
fine by me.
one thing only, Jim Jingleheimer Smith might know it too, because he has probably been sent on missions like this before, is that these cultists are seemingly a bit more buff than before. Like, slightly unnaturally so.
Man, hey, did we get a gym down here?
I am Jim.
No, I mean like a GYM gym, like a workout gym.
Oh, gee. No, I don't think that business has been procured down here.
Well, you guys look like real buff. I kick one of them.
They look real dead to me.
He is
Yeah.
dead, and your foot hurts slightly.
Yeah, but my foot hurt from that. I'm wearing combat boots.
That
Like,
is
I
some
have,
tough
like-
material.
It is. So, like, I think these guys are mutants. That's what I'm trying to get at.
I wonder if there are business opportunities within the mutant market.
If you want to, you can both try to roll intelligence with difficulty number 3 to see if you
Yeah,
recognize these guys specifically at all.
I have 1 intelligence.
I have 2. And I rolled a one of them complications and failed.
Jim. Okay, Jim Tanners, you think that they are affected by chaos. Jim Jingleheimer Smith, you still just think that they are just mutants.
I mean, I'm sure that, like, with all the radioactivity down here, probably a few beauties. Just
This
kill
is
'em.
probably the work of Zinch trying to mess up my business. I don't know how I know what Zinch is, but I do.
I'm not gonna pretend. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I am going to pretend nothing, because I have no imagination. That is not conducive to business.
You go on thinking that.
Thank you. Jim just keeps walking.
Oh, this is great. Anyways, not soon after, you manage to find your destination, mostly undisturbed. Although, before you reach it, you do see a few warnings.
I will
What do
take
the
these as
warnings say?
warnings.
General things like leave if you value your life, or death ahead, such and such.
It seems like
Yeah,
someone
that's
wishes to
everywhere on the
develop.
ship.
It seems like someone wishes to protect their business investments near here.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
bad I
that's what they're
can't
doing.
read. It just keeps walking.
There is actually a door blocking your way to where you are supposed to go. It isn't necessarily locked or anything, but there's still a door there.
Jim gets lost in thought for a moment, or just casually walks into the door and then backs up. There is a door there.
Well, open it, dummy.
That is a good idea. He grabs the handle and twists and tries to pull.
As you pull the door open, the first thing which hits you is the smell of dead corpses, which is probably pretty normal in the Underhive for you.
Wow, this smells like a Tuesday.
And once you place your flashlight in, there's a lot of bodies there. Most of
This
them
is
with
not a very good corpse fridge.
most of them with gear which has also decayed or has been broken seemingly. There's also a few fresher ones which John Jim Jiggleheimer Smith might recognize.
John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, jeez.
John Jacob.
Yeah, get my name
You have
right.
his name fucking right there, but you have it in red, so it blends in with the background, you
I
fucking
thought that you
degenerate
switched
shitload.
Jacob with something.
Nope. They're the same name.
Alright. Anyways.
I am Jim. I am Jim.
Hey, look, John Jacob Jiggleheimer Smith. That's Fred, which you saw last week at the shooting range.
Hey, Fred's dead.
No, my cousin is dead. This is a revelation. He's supposed to be impossible to kill because of
sorry,
his
not
dumb
Fred.
protagonist.
Freddy.
Oh, that's the other cousin. I didn't like him.
Freddy.
Freddy.
What was that? Is that
Yes.
Fazbear?
Freddy with one D, not two Ds.
Fred, and Freddy. There are 3 Freds.
Anyways.
I go into my. I was like, yeah, we're gonna need a flamer down here. Got some bodies taking up space.
Also, pretty important. Which one of you wants to hold a grenade? Because its range depends on strength and such.
Let me look at what my strength is.
My strength is 2, but I am the one who procured the grenade.
I have strength 3 if you want to give it to me, but like I'm also just gonna be shooting shit with my.
Honestly, the more important thing is ballistic skill in this.
I have my ballistic skill.
Is better than mine, but mine is okay.
Well, my ballistic skill is 6.
Here, John, I believe that you would do a better job with this crack grenade that I procured. Just puts it in your hand. Just make sure that you get a good return on investment.
Yeah, sure. Sounds great to me.
Jim keeps walking into
I will
the
now
room of
proceed to copy
bodies
paste the stats. Sorry, I will now proceed to copy paste the stats from the crack grenade to your inventory.
Go for it.
Anyways, Jim, what are you doing?
He is walking in the room past the corpses casually.
Yeah.
Every single time he comes across a new corpse, he pulls out another cloth and sets it down to step on it.
Jim has a lot of cloths on him, which is very understandable for such an astute business dealer.
I sell cloths, but I also use cloths.
Anyway,
I'm just not going to question any of it.
That is a good idea.
Is
Questions
John
when they aren't necessary.
Is John Jacob Jiggleheimer Smith going to just follow along?
Yeah, he'll probably be like slightly more cautious, like have his gun up and like doing like that.
You're going to leave the door behind yourself, open or closed?
Probably open in case we need to like make a quick exit.
Yeah.
You see, if we
Also,
close the door, it would smell like hell in here, and now it smells like hell -1.
Fair
We're
enough.
airing out the death.
Anyways, the area is like long enough where your flashlights cannot reach the end of the room, so you'll be walking around for a bit. There's just more corpses and more corpses And more. Oh, look, another colleague who's dead. More corpses. Until at a certain part, they seem to be somewhat cleaned up, as if that location is meant to be more important.
Oh, hey, there's Fred with 2Ds. He was also sort of a jackass. He
Never
didn't
met
like
him.
my business.
And as you feel like you start to reach the end of a room, from the end of a hallway, you start hearing some footsteps.
I am preparing my weapon, he just says openly.
I shot my flashlight in that general direction.
As you can assume that when it reaches the boar, you can the door, not the boar. There is no boar in this.
There is
anyway,
a boar here. I should kill it for boar meat.
You should use one of your rats to summon a boar as a narrative declaration.
No.
I am not going to use my resources to summon based on your typo, GM voice in my head.
Anyways, though, as whatever you are hearing seems to reach the door, it starts sprinting pretty fast, and you catch, and John Jacob Jickelheimer Smith, you catch with your flashlight this mutant who is extremely tall and lengthy and looks thin as if it doesn't even have any meat left.
Oh no, it is a
Yeah.
Slender Man. He has a better suit than
shortest-
I want it.
The shortest way to describe him would be, imagine a human mutating into a spider but not getting anything from a spider.
And it is just charging at us, right?
When he sees the flashlight, he does slow down a bit and he seemingly starts circling you. Potentially.
Hello, can you speak English? Or the
Love
King's
Gothic,
Gothic?
yeah.
The Emperor's Gothic.
Why here?
We are investigate.
Leave.
Okay, just turns around. Walking out. Wait, were we supposed to leave? He just casually turns to John Jacob Jickelheimer Schmidt and looks legitimately confused.
I don't really recall. I was just going along with. We're supposed to investigate something.
You still didn't reach the end of this room.
He just turns back to the mutated figure and is just like, do you remember what we were supposed to investigate?
He throws a corpse in your general direction.
That's
With
rude.
ease.
You could have gotten something on my suit.
Leave. Or else.
I think we found what we're supposed to investigate, anyways. Because, like, yeah.
I have a question for you, sir, before I leave. Did you make all these corpses?
He just looks at you. Fucking confused somewhat. Like, is this fucking guy for real?
Yes. Yes, I can see the question on your face. The answer is yes.
Oh, that's what that face means. Okay, I am not good at reading those. Lifts up the fucking gun and fires.
You get a free shot.
With only a 2.
Oh god, let me fucking check the stats of Greppy Busep himself again.
Yeah, that fucking name you got.
Yes, you do hit roll damage.
Okay. Where the hell is the thing? There it is. Boop.
Go with a hand cannon.
Yes, I have a hand cannon.
9 plus 1 extra dice does 4 count as extra.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a success. So it's 10 damage.
All right. Let me double check where the. Even in this, the fucking NPC sheets are still slightly confusing.
Yep, sounds about right.
That and there. He takes a pretty big hit, so yeah, you've pissed him off. You did deal damage to him. You've gotten a good chunk out of one of his hands away.
I guess I will shoot him since my buddy decided to open fire.
To use a ruin to take the initiative. Do you wish to also use a wrath to do the same?
No.
I think for us it's from
You-
glory.
No, it's wrath, but you
Okay.
can see. You feel free to seize the initiative away from me.
All right. He will charge Jim, of course. Although
I would like to use Look Out, Sir. I have been drilled in sacrificing myself to save my allies. Once per combat, I may take a reflexive action to move up to half my speed to get in the way of any attack that hit. Oh, you have to roll your attack.
yeah. Your resilience instead of your allies and may deal wounds to you. Your resilience
Yep.
increased by plus rank. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
But I still need to succeed against Jim Tanner's defense first.
Yep.
Let me.
I don't remember
Double.
what my defense says. It is 2.
It's your initiative -1.
It is 2.
Great.
I'm gonna go get my reheated coffee
He
while I'm being
He
shot.
does hit, but he also gets a ruin, which is fucking thingy-magic, which is going to be confusing with him using his fist to attack.
Oh, he rolled a 6 on the wrath die?
No, he rolled a 1.
Oh.
I need to go to the complications table.
Roll 2d6.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that I fucking whispered it. He got a 6, 6, 3, and a 1.
Yep. But I'm going to use
Yeah,
my reflexive action.
31. If that's just a reload, I'll ignore it because, yeah. I'll instead give you guys a glory. Maybe because you have no glory at all yet.
That's fair.
Do you remember where the complication thingies were?
It's in combat somewhere. I don't have the book up.
Probably I do.
I
just
need
need
to pull
to
up
find
my
it.
coffee. Robot.
Epic.
Mm.
Ambush. Shoot, recover, damage and dying, resting, critical hits. Conditions. It should potentially be
Combat complications, page 191. What did you roll?
A 31.
A 31. Combat complications. 31 would be a weapon jam.
there. He's using his face, so I'll just give you a glory instead.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
John Jacob
I sort of wish they had
Highbush
separate
me.
like melee and ranged complication tables for that, but
So, with,
Oh yeah, I forgot that he gets an additional dice from charging, but that's whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
I essentially have 8 resilience.
And I'm going to roll the damage. If
I forgot if I even have
Yeah.
armor.
So he gets
10.
3 extra. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have 8 resilience, so you take 3 damage.
He has AP1, so I'm actually down to 7. So he takes. So I take
It takes out
4 damage, but tough to see if I reduce that and throw it into shock.
Yeah. Roll your determination. Then
I take 2 less damage, so I'm up to
nice.
2 shock and 2 wound.
Nice. And you are currently on how much health?
I have 4 health out of 6.
Alright. So
Now it is my turn.
pissed off, this thing just charges Jim Tanners with his fist, and you just jump in the way of its strike, blocking it with your flak armor.
Get down, businessman.
Then now that I'm in perfect position to shoot back in melee range,
In melee range.
I shoot him. I forget what the penalties are, but I'm just
Just do it with a -1.
it doesn't go any lower than 0. I'll just what's the DC 2? Yeah,
Yep.
I'll be fine. I'm gonna re-roll.
Damn.
Actually,
you
let me
reroll.
roll the complication first.
Yeah. Roll the.
You cannot
See.
fire a weapon while engaged
you
unless
should
it
have
has
rolled
the
it, but
pistol
it-
trait.
Oh. Hey, guess what did you get? You got the worst one.
I hate this game.
Alright, instead of shooting at the actual target, you turn around and shoot Jim Tanners in the face and he fucking dies.
Why did you shoot him, you dumbass?
I'm kidding. Instead, you shoot one of the pipes in the wall, which falls on you and hits you on the side, and you will take a 1d3 shock damage.
Is that at me?
I'll make it 1 shock.
Okay, is that at me or at
You.
Okay. All right, so I'm at 3 shock out of 3.
Damn. You're
Let's go, boy.
exhausted. Jim Tanners, the round isn't over, so it's your turn.
Yes, it is my turn to shoot again.
You get a +1 to shooting because you are in short range.
I am going to do that.
You got a crit, roll 2d6s.
All right, I will roll 2d6s. 52.
I'm
going to roll my weapon damage. I did not get my ED.
Overpowering assault. A stunning blow sends the foe launching away. Senses blurred by the brutal impact effect. Target suffers 1d6 shock and is staggered. If you spend glory, you can give him +2 shock for every glory you spend.
I am going to spend the glory I just got and the glory that we already had to give him +4 shock.
If you have another additional ways of giving him shock, that will be useful, but otherwise potentially not. I'm just telling you already so that you don't waste your resources.
I do not have other means of giving him shock with this weapon.
He already gets 1d6 shock, and did you roll 1d6?
Yeah, roll 1d6, yeah.
4 shock.
He gets
Okay.
4 shock, that's half his shock.
Okay, then I will use all of it to get him to max shock, just to fuck him. He interrupted my business.
So, you spend your glory for that.
I'll only spend 1. He's down to 2 shock. I'm gonna leave 1 just in case. Because I got 1 from doing that action.
Oh, yeah, you
and
did.
rolling a crit.
Yeah.
Just leave the other one in case as a backup.
I mean, I will tell you that if you use both of them, he will be exhausted.
Do you want me to do that, Reaper?
Go for it. I do not. I am here to roll dice and tell dick jokes.
Good shit. All right. Exhaust him.
Yep.
We're going back and forth on this decision. We are competent.
And he is also going to take damage. Only 9.
Yep. But you can't roll resilience to, or you can't roll toughness to reduce that damage.
Yeah. That's for NPCs. That's a ruin ability, though. Usually, is the thing.
Ah, well, also fair.
Yeah. For some reason, I can't math. Anyways, he's now under half health. Jim Tanners, you just pull out your gun and you shoot out another really big chunk of this thing's leg, and now it seems that it can barely walk around.
That is what you get for being rude.
And it's a new turn order, and I'm not sure if he would get to act first or you would.
You would have to seize the initiative again.
Yeah. So one of you can go first, but I also want to find out what exhausted does again because I'm here.
You can go.
Now that he is further away,
Yeah.
and your
The only
gun
thing
blew up.
exhausted does is that when you take shock damage, you straight up suffer wounds instead of shock.
Yeah.
I
So,
will
yeah,
shoot
which one of you-
again.
All right.
I will crit again.
God damn! Roll your crit.
I will roll a 52 again.
So roll another d6 because that's just straight up mortal wounds now.
Yeah.
He takes 3 mortal wounds. Plus
3.
that.
So-
I do not get my ED, so 9.
That's 3 mortal wounds and
9
That
damage
would be-
versus whatever
so-
resilience he has.
he's.
Damn, it's so sad
he's
that I
at
get
least-
all these funny, nice
Yeah.
crits on the joke character and not my main character.
He's down.
That's what makes it funny. Oh, he's down from that?
Yeah. If I want to, I could use a ruin to
If you want to.
keep him at 1, but yeah.
Wow, I killed him single-handedly. It's almost like I can use a gun, he says, turning to the soldier. How badly did your gun blow up?
I'm not going to say that he's dead. He's just sort of
Incapacitated?
incapacitated. Yes.
That is an English, low Gothic word.
He's just on the fucking floor, reeling from pain.
So why did you shoot him?
Oh, because he made all these corpses.
Is that the answer? He didn't really answer that question.
You
But-
said that he did.
No, I didn't.
I legitimately thought that you said, yeah, that look on his face says that he did it.
That would have been Marius. That and his no. I said like the answer to that question is yes, as in the question on the mutant's face when you asked that question, like because his question would be like, are you for real?
Yeah, so that's why I shot him, because you basically confirmed it.
Yes.
No. I was saying like the answer to the mutant's question of is this guy for real? The answer to that question is yes. He is very
Yeah,
much
so I
serious.
completely misinterpreted that. So that's exactly why I shot him. I shot him on a fucking misunderstanding.
Oh god. I would have him trying to keep crawling around and such potentially, but he's also exhausted, so he's fucking napping at this point unless you want to execute him.
I
I
am
just
taking
wanna-
his suit.
Let's just examine the rest of the room while he's out.
In my head, I'm just like pinning this guy as Slender Man and trying to steal his suit. That's the immediate image I got when you first started describing him.
I
I'm just
planned
like, oh,
out
no,
this
it's
guy
Slender Man.
before watching fucking Hunter the Parenting, but imagine fucking Teen Fyodor.
Hmm. That is not Slender Man.
And also, lengthier, walking around on all 4 of his limbs.
Ah,
Anyway. in terms of clothes, especially, I mean that he's barely wearing anything.
Damn, he doesn't even have a suit for me. That is bad business. I just leave him
Anyways,
and walk away.
You can now finally reach the end of this room, of course.
Just as a very important note, I reload the 3 rounds that I've fired in my gun.
You don't have to worry about that.
You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I just want to make
Yeah.
reloading is for pansies. But he's like doing this deliberate showcase of like pulling out the hand cannon, cocking it open, and replacing the rounds as sort of like a show of doing proper business.
When you reach the end of the room, you find this.
I shoot the GM.
Sitting on a fucking shrine of ornaments and such.
For any decrepit motherfucker who's decided to listen to this at all, let alone not look at the images, he just posted up a fucking picture of like a Reimu fucking plushie.
Yeah.
From Toho. I shoot the GM. I'm going to roll to shoot the GM. I didn't crit. I am severely disappointed.
Congrats.
That's the one time I needed a crit.
I will now download the stats of a bloodthirster to murder you.
A bloodthirster that looks like Rain.
Anyways, you see the fucking Reimu Fumo plushie resting on a pile of gold and whatever other valuables you could find in a underdeck. In a seemingly shrine of sorts.
Jim walks up to the plush and reaches out and he's just like, hey, I wonder if I could sell this plushie to some sort of degenerate.
Yeah, this looks like a shrine to something that's not the Emperor.
And she also has a weird crown on her head.
Yeah. This is sacrilege. I'm gonna collect all these tainted coins. And you can take that plushie.
The only things of note here is that seemingly the crown is way more ornate than anything else in the pile, and that there is also a locker nearby.
I take the crown and the plushie and put them both in my bag.
Yep.
I just scoop up like a bunch of coins.
You
I look around to investigate the room after taking those 2 things.
Yeah,
there's also a locker.
Yeah. There's, of course, there is some gear you can scrounge up, but that will be made into the, the wealthy will get up.
Yeah, I don't need to worry about like crafting.
Yeah.
I shoot open the lock on the locker, which I assume is locked because I don't pay attention.
Fuck. Actually, it's the locker from Dead by Daylight.
Oh shit! The fucking dredge steps out of the locker and takes me and puts me on a giant meat hook. I need you to rescue me. Did you bring borrowed time, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Bro, I've never played Dead by Daylight. You're speaking a different language to me.
That makes it all the fucking better.
Yeah. As you shoot the lock open and then open the locker, a corpse falls out with seemingly something inside of its mouth.
I use my gun to flip over the body so that I don't get blood on my suit. And then I look at whatever it's got in its mouth.
It's some weird rainbowy crystals like bismuth, rainbowy but slightly see-through.
That is a crystal. Crystals are worth money. I use my gun and like put it into his mouth underneath the crystal to try and pry it out.
You use it like a scoop.
Yeah, basically.
Roll agility because funny. Or
Agility.
whatever it was, the stat called,
Initiative.
not initiative, athletics.
Oh.
I am bad at this. I'll just casually roll a 1, and that's it.
You eventually managed to get them out with some of your wet
This is
wipes.
harder than I thought. It's almost like this is not the right tool to appropriate this business.
What you got there?
It is a shiny crystal that I will sell to make profit.
It's multiple of them. They're generally pretty small.
You do that. Should we report back to the big boss, or should we go on to like do some other stuff? Not gonna lie, that guy hit me pretty hard.
We were getting some wealth to assist in preparing for the next event.
I will say that you could try to do a respite in the meanwhile. Jim is selling everything.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. I could use a respite.
I go
What does
and
that,
sell
what does that do
things.
again?
Respite
much
is a
wealth do
long
I
period
gain?
of downtime lasting at least 6 hours. You can spend 2 of the hours performing like activities such as reading, eating, talking, or maintaining war gear, and standing watch over the group. If a strenuous activity that lasts for 1 hour or more interrupts the respite, then the respite must begin again to confer any benefit. I'll read the rest.
So
It's
like,
a
do
long
we?
rest.
Wrath are
So-
reset to 2.
Wrath is reset. Okay.
Yeah.
What about health?
Guys. I'm trying to read through this regroup. If you have a Medicaid rating, you can heal a single character doing a regroup. They gain wounds equal to your Medicaid int dice pool. I will say that Jim can probably buy some sort of medkit while selling stuff, and that he can find a safe area anyways for you to rest in.
Yeah, and what about shock? How's that?
Yeah.
How do we get rid of that?
You can just fucking say that you sleep for like 5 hours or something. You
Okay.
can get rid of it, in my opinion, because it's always something along those lines.
Okay, and then my wounds go back, or
Yeah. I'll say that Jim Tanners will get you a medkit or such,
Yes, I procure a medkit.
because it is an investment.
It is an investment in further health. It is a good business decision.
Yeah.
it's like I have like a black eye. Just like, yeah. The med kit is like a cold steak that is just slapped over my eye.
Yeah.
It's
Are you
like a
going to
cold
try-
rat steak of all things.
Because of course it is.
While John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith is resting, is Jim Tanner's just going to sell everything?
He is going to sell all of these things that he definitely does not need, because he has
Yeah.
not inspected any of them and doesn't know what they are like, or whether or not they are useful beyond their initial purpose of being
Amazing.
shiny.
Roll influence, so just roll your fellowship plus roll 3d6. Nice. I'm thinking between what I was going to give you normally, in between with selling everything you have found.
I like how we're doing like an investigative session with like the least investigative people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let us investigate by
Thankfully,
casually
all of your
walking through
problems
this area
can
and
be
ignoring everything interesting.
Thankfully, all of your problems can be resolved by shooting things. Also, you left that thing alive, and that totally won't be biting you in the ass later, possibly.
It was
Hey, we're
easy
nice
to kill.
guys.
It was easy to down that thing. So if it
Yeah.
tries to fight us again, it will just die. This
You
has
got
been a
2
warning.
frames. Which is why I
Yes,
went down so
easy,
pretty
just
much,
like I
but yeah.
said. Did you miss me?
Anyways,
Did you miss what I said,
uh,
Mr. GM?
you
boy?
get 1 glory from critting, and I'll give you 11 wealth total.
Yay! I have more wealth to make up for the wealth that I lost earlier.
Feel free to buy a fucking, I don't know, Drukai.
I am going to buy an upgrade for my hand cannon to make it more hand cannony.
Understandable. Alright.
I don't know what the
5
fuck I'm
minute
actually
break
gonna
because
get.
I
I'll
need
do it
to.
later.
Yeah. 5 minute break because I need to get water and such.
Okay.
Alright.
And also, yeah.
BRB nerds.
BRB. I would still like to keep a break for a little bit longer, but yeah, you can also buy some stuff that you want to in the meanwhile.
Yeah, we're just chill right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opinion on the session so far.
It has
I
been a
feel
very
like-
good business endeavor.
I feel like we need someone to be investigative and like looking through things. Because
It's
my one
it's really
intelligence
hard for
character-
us to push things through
Yeah.
with this couple of characters, so we
Yeah,
do really
It
need
is
somebody a little
funny.
bit. You need
It's-
somebody more
it's-
grounded to run a group like this.
Yeah.
like Melina actually would be perfect because like she's actually like
Meanwhile, the
But if our-
player was
Yeah, but if our one player could play Melina, we're here, then we would be playing the main
I want
session
to say
anyway.
that the Kronos player would literally be like a fucking
Wasn't he trying to play like a self-aware servitor? Yeah.
Yeah, self-aware servitor.
Totally not the type that would actually push this, yeah.
He would fucking be the. He will become the fucking what was it called again? I don't remember the fucking guy who like. It's like in comedy, the guy who like
the
is
straight
normal. Yeah, the straight man.
That is a job he could have.
I think right now I'm playing the straight man, but I'm also just playing the guy who shoots shit.
You're also drunk for a bit.
Yeah, I'm also drunk. Would that wear off after like this respite?
Yes.
Okay. I'm probably still just gonna keep talking shit because like I have no reason not to.
Yeah. Also, feel free to look through whatever guns you might want to try and then tell me. And I'll tell you if you can or cannot, because, yeah.
Any chance I can get a hot shot las gun?
That's probably possible.
I want to shoot a gun that kills people.
Like I don't remember if that's in the list or not. Like a hell, I guess like the other term would be a hell gun.
Yeah.
I think that's also a name for it, yeah.
Let me look through last gun. Hotshot last pistol is rare, and then hot shot last pistol and then last gun. What else did you say?
I think the other term is hell gun, but I think hot shot las gun is a hell gun.
No, it is hot shot last gun in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a hell gun is actually something different. A hot shot is like an overcharged backpack based.
I think in Wrath and Glory specifically, like they're both the same. Because I don't see hell gun.
That's whatever.
Maybe.
As long as you get the idea across that you can murder people with it.
Basically, I want an upgrade to my last gun.
Yeah. The hot shot last gun is only 6 value, and it's rare, so you can have it. Also, I think that I'm going to do things here in so that you cannot roll presents to buy things, but you can. It's like you might be able to roll presents to get things which are normally rare, but you'll still have to pay for them.
Okay. What are the stats of a hot shot las gun?
7 damage.
7 damage.
Yep, 1 extra dice.
Same as a regular las.
-2 AP.
Oh, that's really good, actually.
Range. Short is 9.
9.
Medium is 18.
18, 27.
Yep.
And then salvo and traits.
Salvo is 2.
I'm assuming rapid fire and reliable.
Rapid fire and reliable. Yep.
Yeah, rapid fire 1, I'm assuming. So it's basically the same as a regular las gun. It just has more. It just has 2 AP.
Jim Tanner, you are fine with this spending of wealth, right?
Yes.
You are now
How much wealth is spent?
6. You are now down, or
I am at 5.
Yeah.
I'll throw in my wealth that I had, so you can be at 6 if you want it.
Nice.
Because I had 1 wealth.
Well, I feel like a total of wealth counter overall would be better, but yeah. Honestly. Add handout.
So, one of you people who have the book up, can you remind me what rapid fire does?
Sure. Give me a second. Rapid fire X. Rapid fire of X means page 210. Rapid fire X. These weapons are capable of quickly unleashing a hail of death at close range. If you hit with a rapid-fire weapon at short range, you gain extra damage dice equal to the weapon's rapid-fire rating.
Oh, so I would have gotten an extra extra damage on both of those. Extra ED. Should have kept paying attention to that.
Those are some minis.
All right.
Yeah.
I gotta help bring in groceries, and we're sort of in like a standstill situation. You guys want to call it here?
Yeah,
That's
lucky.
fine.
Yeah.
Today's just been an unlucky day. Thank you for joining us, folks. It's been very casual, but I hope those of you who decided to watch or were watching somehow enjoyed in spite of that.